Hi guys, this is Yongshun from the Audiologist. So today we have this dyplay. It's a noise cancellation truly wireless earbuds. The model name is ANC Shield. So this ANC actually stands for active noise cancellation. So this could be one of the unique selling point for these true wireless earbuds. So we'll do the unboxing and review together for this because I have been trying this for around a month or two. So let's get started. So this is the packaging itself. Removing the case. So this is the charging case. Shiny surface with the brand logo and the hook at the side. I think you can use a carabiner to hook on your belt or even your bag. At the back of this, try to get the focus in. Okay, cool. So there's a model name in both English and also Mandarin. Then you can see the voltage over here, the battery, then the battery capacity, and also this one is made in Beijing. Put this aside. Next, the accessory box. Similarly, logo. The box inside. Okay, charging cable. Let's open up. So as you can see, I didn't use this charging cable because I have so many other charging cable which is suitable to use for this dyplay ANC Shield. So it's a Type C charging cable. Then this one is a user manual. So this user manual, right, is started with Mandarin at the front, then there's English at the back, as well as Japanese. Yeah, so total three language inside this user manual. Last but not least, the silicone ear tips is orange in color to match with the logo and also the hook at the side. Total 3 pairs. I think it should be in small, medium and large. So after the unboxing, let's check out this what is the build of this dyplay ANC Shield. So the case itself is I would say the size is average, not the biggest I have ever seen, and also not the smallest. So the case is made of plastic, and there is a magnetic lid to prevent it fall off when you are putting in your bag or in the pocket. So it's very secure. I would say secure. So this truly wireless earbud is also secure magnetically in this case itself. So even you turn it around, you shake it, it moves a bit but it doesn't fall. So yeah, there's a battery indicator over here. I think 4 bar should be the max, the full battery. So it's at 3 bar is charging, so you can see this one is blinking. Okay, so that means remove the earbud. So this ANC Shield, right, the shape is slightly larger than what I have been looking at in the market. So this is a bean shaped kind of shell. It looks like something like a Shure SC215, a slightly larger version of it with the logo here. So this one actually utilizes the touch panel. All this panel is you can use it to control, to turn on and off ANC, etc. So over here, the nozzle itself, this nozzle is actually slightly longer and also larger in terms of diameter as compared to conventional truly wireless. So I'm able to use final audio Type E ear tips on this truly wireless earbuds, which I cannot use for other truly wireless earbuds because the diameter is too small and also the length is too short. So over here you can see the four metal pieces. This one is act as the contact to the charging case itself, and also the magnetic feature to secure the earbuds from dropping out. So now let's talk about the specification of this ANC Shield. So first of all, the Bluetooth version for this ANC Shield is using one of the latest Bluetooth version 5.0. Although there are rumors saying the version 5.2 is already available, we only see version 5.0 is heavily utilized in this truly wireless market. Then for the codec supported, right, this ANC should actually support AAC and also SBC. So as an iPhone user like me, I was able to enjoy AAC and also avoid SBC, which heavily compressed on the sound quality. The charging type, just now we already mentioned in the unboxing portion, is using USB type C. So this battery capacity will separate into two. One is earbuds, then the other is the charging case. For earbuds, right, is 40 milliampere hours for two side. So you will get a 40 milliampere hours for each side of the earbuds. Then for the charging case, right, is 1000 milliampere hour. Is actually one of the larger capacity that I see so far in terms of true wireless charging case. The playback hours, right, for the earbuds itself with ANC on, you can enjoy the music for around 5 hours, and with ANC off, right, you will get additional 1 hours for the playback time. So including the case, right, you will get 45 hours standby time for this one, so it can last if you are heavy usage user, you can use it for 2 to 3 days for a single charge. This one they feature fast charging also, so the charging time is around 1.5 hours for the earbuds as well as for the charging case from flat to fully charged. There's another function for this I need to mention is with regards to the ANC active noise cancellation, as mentioned in the introduction part. So this ANC Shield, right, it actually have the ability to reduce the surrounding noise by 25 decibel, which is quite significant. I have tested and proven it actually help a lot in reducing the surrounding noise through this active noise cancellation. However, I think there are some room of improvement for this active noise cancellation. First of all is this noise cancellation, right, it helps to reduce the low frequency like bus engine sound, as well as for me in Singapore MRT, the or subway kind of noise. Then however, right, the wind noise, when wind blowing on your ear, you can feel the wind noise, especially when you are wearing a earbuds. So this wind noise, right, I believe the ANC chip unable to recognize this wind noise correctly. So instead of cancelling it to make the overall noise cancellation more perfect, right, it actually amplified the wind noise. So this is one of the flaws that I observe in this ANC shoe. So I hope in the next generation, which are coming out once again, rumors have been here and there, and also some hints given by the people in charge. Hopefully this will get better and make this noise cancellation perfect feature. So after the build, let's talk about the fitting itself. So this dyplay ANC Shield, right, it actually have I will call it a very kind of average kind of fitting. So basically what I observe is this part itself, right, it actually doesn't really fit the ear ergonomics. So when you are wearing into your ear, right, this part actually it block the outer bone of your ear, and this one, although the length is rather long as compared to other true wireless, but you have to find a longer ear tips. I would say the final audio ear tips do a good job to actually give you a deeper insertion. So with this deeper insertion, it actually help to hold this in your ear better. But I still have some issue in finding a very good fit. So I will call this average fitting as compared to my other IEMs, also true wireless. Other than that, the size itself is bigger as compared to some other model like Studio, like So STSS, etc. So this one might not be the best choice for those who have a small ears, especially girls. So just take note of these few points if you are looking for true wireless earbuds that fit your small ears. To the sound analysis. So this dyplay ANC Shield, right, it has a fun and dynamic kind of sound signature. So it has slightly more emphasis on the lows as compared to the mids and highs. So the bass is actually kicking quite strong, while the mids and highs is actually slightly recessed as compared to this. I shall call this a maybe a L-shaped kind of sound signature where you have more emphasis on the bass as compared to other frequency spectrum. So I listen mostly on pops with this dyplay. It actually helped to bring out the dynamic from the track, and it give you those very enjoyable kind of sound with the bass kicking in, then the highs are smooth. Yeah, so let's go in depth now. So the lows, right, for this ANC Shield is actually like what I mentioned, impactful. So the speed of this ANC Shield, the lows, right, is not the fastest that you can find in dynamic, but it actually is considered well controlled. So this well controlled bass, right, it have a slightly slower decay speed, which give a very analog and warm kind of sound signature. The body is huge for this ANC Shield, and it actually helped to bring out the drums and the bass accurately. Say very realistic, natural. So I think for those who are more experienced with balanced amateur driver, right, when the bass is fast, right, you will feel that the bass is actually unnatural and also very analytical. So this you won't find in this is something you won't find in this ANC Shield because of the slower decay speed and larger bass body itself. Moving to the mids, right, the mid is actually slightly recessed. So this one recessed, it can be found in a lot of entry level true wireless or even wired earbuds, because V shape is one of the most well received sound signature. It is fun, it is musical. So for me itself, I actually appreciate mids more. So I would appreciate if this ANC Shield can have a slightly forward mids to bring the vocals nearer to the listener. But however, even the mids is recessed, but I can still hear the good quality from the mids. So the male vocal, right, it actually have the warmth from the lows, so it make the male vocals very realistic and also emotional. While for the female vocals, right, it actually gain the energy from the highs, so it is sweet, very silky smooth, and also airy. I will call it airy. So it actually the only down for this is actually recess, but other than that the quality is actually rather good. Moving on to the highs. The highs for this, right, is I will call it it have a hotter highs. So the highs is actually not that smooth. You actually have some stiff body that tickling your eardrums. So I would suggest dyplay to actually tune it to have a better extended highs in the next generation. I heard from the people in charge, right, the next generation is actually coming out soon, the dyplay ANC Shield 2.0 with a better version of Bluetooth. So hopefully it can be improved on the highs as well. So the highs, right, why do I call it hot? So it do have the present itself, but the present is too stiff. By right, the high should be more feathery and also more airy, spacious kind of. It has the body is too huge until the extent that the amount of air in the highs is insufficient to bring out the natural and realistic highs. We come to the conclusion of today's review. So first of all, I would like to say this ANC shoe have a very affordable price, especially with this active noise cancellation implementation. The long battery life is another selling point, I will say, because more and more things to be charged like smartphones, smartwatches. So long battery life actually reduce the frequency for you to charge. And another thing is for the sound quality, this impactful bass, right, is one of the selling point as well. So if you are a bass head, you actually can consider this model. Another one is fast charging. So as mentioned previously, 1.5 hours from flat to full is actually rather fast. So there are some flaws here also. First of all is I think this is the greatest flaws. The NC actually unable to suppress the wind noise, but it actually amplify it. So this one make it the overall experience a little bit imperfect. I think there are still room for improvement for this dyplay. The other one is fitting. The form factor itself is relatively large, so even like me, I have a large ear. It's hard for me to find a good fit and also a good isolation. So overall, this ANC shoe from dyplay, right, I will rate it at 3 out of 5. So that's all for today's review. Stay tuned, we'll have more reviews coming up. Bye bye.